Let's talk about why racism is the reason why you think MSG is bad for you. Stop right there. No, I am not calling you a racist because you think MSG is bad for you. Let's go through the historical events that made restaurants have to put the no MSG signs in their windows so that Americans would feel safe eating at their restaurant. Before 1968, MSG was embraced by pretty much everyone, and it was used as a condiment similar to salt and pepper. It was used to enrich flavors, and it became very popular in Chinese restaurants. In the year of 1968, a physician ate dinner at a Chinese food restaurant and had some adverse effects after eating the food, and he blamed it on the MSG. He wrote a letter to the New England Journal of Medicine talking about these adverse effects that he had. And the journalist took it upon himself to label the symptoms that he had as the Chinese restaurant syndrome, instead of just realizing that this guy probably just had an allergy to MSG. Now, if we take a page out of the current US history, when a certain orange man called the coronavirus the Chinese flu, we know exactly what happened here in 1968. After this letter and the widespread publicity that it generated, restaurants were now having to advertise no MSG when they knew there was absolutely nothing wrong with putting MSG in their food. It just happened to get negative hype from this journalist who decided to label this physician's symptoms what they labeled it. The beginning of this MSG controversy started at the height of the anti-Asian racism in the United States. This single article helped spark the negative and false perception that Asian food was unsafe and unhealthy. This is the reason why you mainly only see no MSG signs on the outside of Asian food restaurants. So ridiculous. Because of the growing consumer concerns, health authorities and food administrations worked together to review the science behind MSG and if it was in fact good or bad for you. And all reports not funded by the MSG industry, because I know that that's what some people are going to say, reported that MSG was in fact safe to consume as it was before this crazy article came out. Do people have allergies to MSG? Yes, absolutely, like many people do to many other types of food. The most common allergy or symptom that has been reported in these studies is that people get a headache when they consume MSG. In the end, the health-related controversy of MSG in the United States is linked to a history of prejudice against Asian cultures and specifically Chinese culture. So let's start to be culturally aware of our history and start to embrace these foods that have historically been a part of a negative history that we no longer have to be included in.